Well, how's it going? My name is Casey. I'm a farmer here from West Texas, and welcome to the Wild West Farmer. So Albert's been shredding cotton stalks for quite some time now. Anywhere we have wheat planted for production and we have intentions to combine it, we're shredding the stalks out. That way, if we get in here with our header, we can get our header real low to the ground and not have to worry about getting these cotton stalks into our grain sample. So anything that's going to production wheat is getting shredded, and anything that's going either to milo or to cotton, we'll run the stalk cutters over. Today we're going to be working on this HX14 shredder. Our blades are really worn out. And that one over there is just dangling. Pretty bad shape. We need a tire. We got a big old split in it. Might have needed a little air at some point. But who needs air when you can just keep rolling? We got some brand new blades over here we're going to be putting on. Today we can only take these off because I realized we kind of ordered the wrong blades. This is the new style blade that's going to go on there. It's got the cutting edge there. It's coming apart easy. Generally these bolts are just rusted in there. I almost have to take a torch, cut these out. But I don't know, muscles here, he just breaks them right loose. There's holes in the top of the shredder. Always go through the top. And that socket comes down. Here, pick it up. Right down. Okay, right there. Okay, got tight? Yeah. Found us a cheater pipe. I spoke too soon. There you go. So with these blades, we have to be careful. Two of these spin clockwise and one spins counterclockwise. So all the blades are actually kind of have a pattern. You got to get them put back in there. But we just busted this one loose on this side. We got one set left right here, and that will kind of conclude getting the old blades off, and I'll have to stick the new ones on. We obviously got to fix the tire, and we'll blow this thing off, clean it up real good and nice, and that way next time we know when we need to go shred that we're in really good shape to be shredding. This thing's dirty. This old tractor is really dirty. I mean, it's got stalks everywhere in here. I think we're going to try to find some yellow paint and repaint our rim. This is where the debris have been shooting out of that shredder. And it's just, man, it looks super ugly. So I might hit those with some paint before we get our new tires put on. I've also got our shredder blades that were wrong reloaded up. And we'll get the right ones tomorrow and get this deal put back together. But super happy it came apart. Just came right apart. So shouldn't be no big deal. So now I'm headed to go pick up my drag type spray rig It's in a barn over here, and we need to get it out of the way. That way we can go get our cotton planter here shortly, the next day or two. So we're gonna get this sprayer out of here. That way we can get in here and get this big planter out. Start doing some repair work on it. Been sitting here for about a year. Should be good to go. And it is getting cold. Boy, you can tell it's... We had the wrong blades yesterday. We ended up having to go get some more this morning, but we got this side all put together. So we just have these 8 blades to stick on quick. And then we'll resume into next projects. Really good. If we get them too tight, we might not be able to get them off next time.
No comment.
So here at the planter, we're about to hook this thing on, get it out of this barn and get it back over to my house. When we unhook these planters, we like to unhook them leaning backwards just a little bit. That way, if it were to get wet on the front end, we don't want it to fall forward. If it were to fall backwards, it's a lot better because it'll hit the barn before it completely falls. It'd be ideal to have a place to unfold these things, to unhook them, be just a lot safer. So it's really scary backing in here, because if you just tap it just a little, she could fall.
I'll have him back in because I don't want to make this thing fall.
So we've got to hook up at least 2 remotes here. That way when we get it to the barn, we'll unfold it. We won't leave it folded up. We got to hook the hoses in that let the wings around, and then the hoses that let the cylinders down. We also have to plug the lights in because it runs off this little hydraulic box, and these solenoids have to have electricity here to let the planter unfold. So it's kind of a pain just to come get the planter, especially these big ones that are folded up like this. It's never easy. Back over here at this pivot, we're switching the pads here. They were white, we're putting the blue one on the top. That makes a coarser pattern for our water to fall. We've been battling a lot of temperature swings of hot, and then we drop into about 3 days of really low temperatures. Well, we can't water on those days when it gets that cold because the ice from these sprayers will get up on that pivot and it'll overload it, and it could possibly crash this pivot down. So by running a coarser pattern on these sprayers here, we got a better chance for our water to go down. You can see here where Albert's swapping this pad out for white. They just twist off. You just roll it around. Boom. Looks good. Got our brand new tires put on. We ended up painting the side of the rims that were silver. On one side it's gonna look really pretty. The other side looks a little faded. Faded new. So I've been dealing with some birds in the barn over there. We're gonna kind of get this planter cleaned up. That way next week when we get into repairing this thing, we gotta go all through it. We've got a pretty good hit list and we can kind of know what we need to be fixing. But we wanna get it all prettied up. That way we're not having to work with our bare hands around this type of mess. We've got to get this tractor cleaned up really nice. It's going to the paint shop here soon. We want to get it real clean. We got to start with blowing it off. This thing's dirty. Let's look on top of the fenders. These are all the stalks already blown out from underneath it down there. Gonna clean all those grills. Got a fuel leak up here. I believe we're cracked right there. We're gonna have to take this tank off. Yeah, you can see it fractures. We're gonna take this tank off and weld that. So quite the project here, but we need to get it really clean. So that's what Albert's been working on, or that's what he's gonna be working on this afternoon. Okay, the little disc as we know it is about to start taking transformation processes here. We're gonna leave the back end intact just the way you see it, and I'm gonna take a torch and I'm going to cut this frame in half right here. Same on the other side, and we're just gonna keep the back half of this disc. We're gonna make a pivot rut filler with it. We're gonna add a 3-point bar to the front end with a guide cone, the 2 disc lister units, and that way we can go through and fill in pivot ruts with the 3-point versus this little drag type scenario we've got here. So they'll probably just throw this in throughout the videos of this project happening. So I'm gonna grab the cutting torch and we're gonna start chopping away. So we ended up getting quite a bit done on the little disc. We got us a guide cone, some disc lister units, and some hitches there. We're going to be putting this together in the next day or so. So y'all stay tuned to see that. Cheeto got the planter all cleaned up, nice shiny. We'll be working on that here next week. And then Albert got the 4560 all cleaned up and ready to go. And we got the shredder fixed. So pretty productive day, and got the pivot nozzle swapped. So we've kind of had quite a bit going on. We've had a hard time working lately. The temperatures have just been up and down, up and down. Today is nice temperature wise, but it is super windy. Almost right there at the edge of being miserable to be outside, but you got to do what you got to do. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you're looking to do so. It's that Wild West Farmer logo there in the corner of your screen. And I'll see you next time. Appreciate it.